Relieved are you to have your first business experience in the National Hockey League in the rearview mirror?
Yeah, it's nice to get that done. It's nice to be back in camp and with the guys. It sucks missing time, so it's it's just great to get that that contract done, and now it's just time to focus on hockey. So it's a great feeling.
I'm sure there's always lots of advice shared if it's solicited, but I'm just kind of wondering, Cole, was there ever a point where you got in touch with Cam or whoever it was that was carrying on the negotiations to say, okay, here's my timeline, here's when I want to make sure I'm back on the ice with my teammates? How did that all play out?
I mean, yeah, obviously, I think where both sides are working together. I'm working with my side to figure out a plan, and I think obviously no one wants to miss time, no one wants to miss camp. I think. From the get-go, I've always wanted to be a part of it from day one, and obviously that wasn't the case. But just try to get it done, in a good time, and just make sure that I'm not missing too much. And that was the biggest thing for me. I just wanted to be back with the guys, wanted to be in the room with the group, and you wait all summer for that, and then you have to wait a couple extra days. It was nice to walk into the rink today and have that feeling kind of gone, and just being able to focus on hockey.
From your perspective, Cole, why did it go as long as it did?
Just, I think just trying to find a number that worked for both sides. I think, obviously it's the business and my first time through it all, so I was kind of learning as we went along, and I think just trying to find like I said, a number that's going to work for both sides, that both sides are happy, and I think we found that.
Is it tough at all, Cole, to separate the business from personal and not take any of this personally? Kevin Cheveldayoff spoke last week about how he'd love to give you the moon, he said, if he could.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you have to understand it's a business, and they're not just gonna give away money for no reason. It's simple. It's everyone understands that, and so it's just trying not to take it personal. Obviously, you know where you stand compared to other guys, and you obviously want to be in that range, and so I think just trying to. Like I said, find a number that works for both sides. Be happy. Get to play hockey again, so that's the biggest thing. Just get to be at the rink, and it was definitely a learning process, and just say it's glad it's over with, and yeah.
I know you were skating with the guys before camp formally started. Did you stay in Winnipeg the whole time, or did you ever zoom back home?
Yeah, I was just training here, and then found a good group of guys to skate with, and was working out, and. So yeah, I was able to have a group of guys and stay on the ice and went out there today and didn't feel a step behind or anything. So it was good. It was able to skate 4 or 5 times. So it was good what I did, and was lucky enough to find a good group.
Who was that group? Betting on yourself is a term that's commonly attached to a bridge deal. In your instance, how would you characterize the 2-year contract?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think. Goes without saying. Now it's ball, you just got to go play for 2 years. I think that's what a bridge deal is you have 2 more years to prove yourself and to go show what you can do on the ice. I think I'm going to use this year to try and take a big step in my game and hopefully play as good as I can and as good as I can for this team and take that next step. And then a bridge deal is all about I wouldn't say betting on yourself, but I would just say an extra 2 years to go prove what kind of player you are, what you can do for this organization, and that's my goal every day, is just to go be the best player that I can be and revisit this in 2 years.
Was there a specific turning point yesterday during the day where you kind of said, let's get this done at a certain point, or how did it come together quickly, or just was progressing to that anyways?
Yeah, it was just progressing. Yeah.
So last year you mentioned how you wanted to be a center, and that was kind of your goal. This year, from what Scott said, it seemed like he'll be on the wing. Throughout your conversations with Scott in the summer, were you under the impression you'd be on the wing, and what has that dialogue been like?
Yeah, we didn't really talk too much about positioning. I think we'll find out in the next couple days. Obviously, today was a special teams day, so didn't get into line work or anything. But haven't spoke too much about positioning or all that kind of stuff. He was great with it, just letting me try to figure out the contract side of it, the business part, and then we'll focus on hockey now. But we had some great conversations throughout the summer, and feel really good coming in. So not too sure what's going to happen, but we'll see in the next couple of days.
What encouraged you the most from those conversations with Scott? What was
I think that opportunity's going to be there, and you got to go make the most of it. It's going to, it's up to me. It's going to be in my hands. I think that's all you can ask for as a player is a chance, and then you obviously got to take it and run. So that's kind of my motto right now, is just to every little bit that I can get is just be the best that I can can at that role or at that extra little bit of ice or whatever the heck it is. It's just being the best that I can at that, whatever's given. So hopefully to earn more is always the goal.
Cole, building on the idea of, you've got these next 2 seasons to kind of show what you can do. Given the way that the season ended last year, do you feel like you have something to prove?
100%. I think obviously wasn't too pleased with how it went personally for me down the stretch. I think, but I think last year, all things considered, still was a pretty decent year. I think started off really strong and proved that I can produce in this league. And obviously, it didn't go like that the whole year, but I think just going to use that as motivation, take the good from it, and obviously take the learning curve and try to just be the best that I can be. I think it was a great summer back home. Training was great. Feel really good coming on the ice, and then obviously those skates before camp, I felt fantastic with the guys, and today was a good day. So just trying to get better every day and take what happened last year and just build off it and just try to be the best player.
It is, or whatever exact line it is. One thing Scott Arneal's been pretty clear about is he views you as a top 6 forward with power play potential. I mean, after some of the minute stuff of last year, how meaningful is it just to have that confidence so publicly stated about you?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously, that's the confidence is huge in this league. I think when you're confident in your game and your ability and yourself, then you're gonna carry that confidence and swagger onto the ice, and you're gonna make more plays. You're gonna feel better on the ice. So having that confidence from the get-go, I think, is big. It's huge for the mental side of it, and then you're just going to go out and play your game. And I think that's the biggest part for me is this year I just got to go do my thing, play my game, what got me here to this point. And it's really nice to hear that. Obviously, you want that opportunity. You want everyone wants more. And I think that's why that's the competitive edge in everyone. So it's great to hear that. Obviously, the opportunity is going to be there, and now I just got to make the most of it.
Side of things. When those days got long, you're like, okay, I'm missed the first couple of days of camp, and you needed a support system. Was it agency side? Was it family side? What were you doing to get through that stuff? Yeah,
I think obviously my family was with me throughout the whole process too. They're on my side and just wanted whatever was best for me, whatever I wanted to do. They just wanted to make sure that I was happy and make sure that whatever decision we made as a family and as a group, that it was going to be the best for us as a whole. And so I think they were super thrilled last night. It was a great feeling to be able to celebrate that over the phone, I guess. But it was great to just accomplish that. It's pretty cool to do that, and pretty grateful for them and my whole family.
That group you referenced, Cole, that you were skating with during who were the guys? Like, were they Moose guys? Were they
there's just guys here that are still in town that were AHL guys, some Coast guys just before they were heading out to camp. So still a good skate, still good pace, and it wasn't like a training camp skate, but it was still. I felt like I got what I needed from it, and came here today and felt pretty good on the ice. So didn't feel like I was a step behind, so it was good.
Trading with Matt Nickel last year, what were the things that you tried to work on this year as you worked to level up?
Yeah, I mean, this was a great summer with him. Obviously had some disrupted summers in the past, training wise. So this summer was great. Got in there super early in May, and it was a long 3-4 months of just great training. He's obviously super smart, and we have a great group there in Toronto, and feel really good coming on the ice. I think this is the best I've ever felt going onto the ice, and put on some weight and feel a lot stronger on the ice, a lot stronger off the ice. So it was a great summer, and it's always great to be able to train with that group and with Matty.
How much did the final game you played last season, the playoff game, serve as a starting point for this year to add to your toolbox? And just when you think of the way that you played that game, strong against the walls, strong in the corners in a high stakes game.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, get the first playoff game out of the belt, under the belt. It was obviously fast paced, and we didn't get the result we wanted, and obviously would have loved to have played a couple more last year. But at the same time, it was a great experience, and like you said, it was took a couple shifts to get going, but it felt once I got going, it felt great, and it was a good, just another stepping stone in the development path. That first playoff game is big, and it's the fastest hockey game I've ever played. So it's like it's not going to get any faster, really. So that was really good for me and good for the confidence to get in there and be able to make some plays and feel good in that game. So they were really good last year. So to be able to go in there and make some plays and feel good on the ice was huge for me. And so I'm just going to try and carry that on.
Dollars, it would have had to have been the right fit, but would you have been open to a long-term had it not gone bridge?
I mean, yeah, I've said it in the past that I've wanted to be here long term, and I love the city, I love this organization, and I've kind of tried to say that in the past and show that I wanted to be here. Obviously, that wasn't the direction we went, and we'll revisit it in 2 years, but. Yeah, it would have been great, but at the same time, just focused on hockey now and time to, just worry about this season and day by day.